bàbá wọn ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mọ elétí jẹ́. ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mọ elétí jẹ́. ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mọ elétí jẹ́. ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ fún bàbá tó rán wọn níṣẹ́. ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mọ elétí jẹ́. ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mọ elétí jẹ́. ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mọ elétí jẹ́. ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ fún bàbá tó bí wọn lọ́mọ. ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mọ elétí jẹ́. ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mọ elétí jẹ́. awíwíwíwí làwọn kò ní mọ̀. ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mọ elétí jẹ́. akọ̀kọ̀kọ̀kọ̀wọ́ làwọn kò ní gbà. ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mọ elétí jẹ́. ojú lọ́mọ dàrú ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mọ elétí jẹ́. ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ fún bàbá wọn. ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mọ elétí jẹ́. ẹ̀yà ilẹ̀ kan kò lójú ra tó kò bọ̀. ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mọ elétí jẹ́. dájúdájú ara ilẹ̀ kan. ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mọ elétí jẹ́. dájúdájú sẹ́ ara ilẹ̀ kan. ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mọ elétí jẹ́. ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mọ elétí jẹ́. ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mọ elétí jẹ́. ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mọ elétí jẹ́. ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ o ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ o ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ o rẹ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́. ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ o ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ o ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ o rẹ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́. ọbínú kò ṣẹ̀dáṣẹ̀dá sámúlámúlá. ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ o rẹ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́. ọbínú kò ṣẹ̀dáṣẹ̀dá sámúlámúlá. ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ o rẹ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are around the globe. My name is Adelane Adeniji Adele, and I'm your host for today's Ibileko Panorama that I'm hosting on Facebook. Simultaneously, it's being streamed on YouTube. Ibileko Panorama is the name. And I hope everybody's okay today. And I pray that you have enough patience to hear me out today, because within the next 1 month or thereabout, the electionary campaigns will start. And the bleeds, the media bleeds, the propaganda will set in. They can get very confusing. That is why I am taking this opportunity to talk about the technicalities that voters should be aware of. I have, in the last 1 or 2 months now, I've been talking about voters' education. These are my attempts to make sure that come 2023, we are going to have an enhanced country where performance, in our own view, should be uppermost in our minds. And it's not going to be business as usual. And also, in my own view, I am focused that by the year next, that's 2023, no indigene or resident of Lagos will suffer any deprivation by virtue of being one. You have rights as indigenes, you have rights as residents. This government, this politics, this democracy is for everybody to enjoy, to gain the dividends of the democracy. It is not for a minute set of people to determine what our life should be. So, gentlemen, that is my focus. Today is this call with you, as usual, will be centered around voters' education. I'm putting out there that we are going to discuss character. Character as a role for social development. I know we know what social development is. Listen, I'm not saying anything new. We all know what I'm saying. So it's not as if Dylan is here to tell you what I know. No. I'm going to bring to focus little things that we have forgotten that existed, which we must now remind ourselves that are necessary. And that is why I'm talking about voters' education, and I'm going to pick on character. Character as in aspiring leadership. That is what we will discuss today. And it's actually to be a prelude to our campaigns, to the campaigns when they start. And I want to just draw the attention of my viewers, my listeners, to the fact that when you make your choices, there are some technicalities that you need to know. But before I do that, let me, as usual, try and put some figures out there. And today, I'm going to talk about the elections in the last 4 years, elections in the last 8 years. I'm sure we know that the estimated population of Lagos State as of 2022 is 15 million. I'm sure we also know, if you don't know, get this now, that the total number of registered voters in Lagos State as of July 24th is 7 million. That will be interesting to you. We have 50 million people as residents, and as of about 7 million voters now. So 7 million people will determine our future for the next 4 years. That's interesting, right? And if you did not get your PVC, you are not part of that 7 million people, and you are part of the waste that we are talking about, that we don't need your type of person in our present country. It's a life that's involved. I want you to know one thing again, and I want to refer to the gubernatorial elections of 2019 in Lagos State. Let me first talk about the primaries, and I want to be very careful now when I talk about figures. You want to note it. In the APC primaries, the incumbent governor, Sanwo-Olu, scored 970,851 votes. Massive. While the then incumbent governor of Lagos State, Ambode, was recorded to have scored 72,901 votes. The total of these votes, please note, for the primary elections in Lagos State APC is 1,043,752. APC's elections in 2003, the primary elections, 1,043,752 people voted for the primaries. Now look at their elections. APC scored 737,445 votes. Interesting thing here is that the votes is just a mere, it's called APC, votes in APC at that time, at the primary, was 1 million. The general elections only 770,000 came out. Please note. That means that a drop. That is if all the voters of APC as stated in the primary elections voted, or if, let's assume, that Ambodi's people did not vote, Sanwo-Olu is supposed to have at least 920,000, meaning that he was not able to translate the vote at the primary elections to the general election. There is a problem there. Of course, PDP scored 206,000, 206,000, 141. Interesting. The total votes accredited at that election was 1,006,000 votes, 1,006,074 votes. That is barely enough for the APC voters that voted at the primary elections. Note. At that time, the total registered voters were 6,505,512 votes, meaning about 1/5 of registered voters voted at that election. Meaning again, there's apathy. Meaning again, that even all the voters of APC did not come out to vote at the election. Note. Something is interesting here. I want to extend a little bit so they can understand it better. Let me talk about the Senate elections results for 2019. Lagos Central APC 131,723 to PDP's 89,101. Note, in Lagos APC, with the massive wealth, the massive personalities, the massive everything they have there, APC got 131,000, approximately 132,000 votes. While PDP got just 90. That's Lagos Central. Remember, we have Senator Oduremi Tinubu there, and she was able to score just 132,000 approximately votes. Lagos West. APC scored 323,817 votes to PDP's 243,516 votes. That's close. That's where Yali won, our ambassador at large. And look at how close, about 500,000 people voted there, in spite of the seeming excessive campaigns and distribution of money. Interesting. Lagos East, APC scored 145,839,000 votes. 145,839 to PDP's 90,354 votes. Interesting. There's a trend that I'm trying to let you know here. People like you that did not go and register never went out to vote. Even not all the party men, I'm sure this time around, went out to vote. Now let's look at the most recent elections occasioned by the death of Pepe. Senator, what's his name again? We know Pepe, I call him Pepe. When the contested with that position that Senator Abilu won. All the votes cast by the two parties, by all the parties, or two parties now, was simply 90,468. All the votes cast by PDP and APC. APC scored 89,209 votes to for PDP's 11,257 votes. Why am I going through all this? It's only shows no, they're not forcing you to come and vote. If you don't come out to vote, it's your business. But this apathy tells us that people are so much disinterested in politics, meaning that by design or omission or commission, we actually have a minority government in Lagos State. That is why we are actually learning more. But I'll put that aside. I'm trying to get you interested in figures to know the way we in Lagos, indigenous residents, are now thinking. We are living for the charlatans to come here and vote and rule us. And you have no right to complain. They will tell us, yes, I think rightfully they are right, that we're just social media enthusiasts. But we are not the only ones. They also are guilty of it. When you compare the amount of money spent to mobilize, to bribe, to do this, to do that, and this is just a figure they got, it's disgraceful. That takes me to one interesting thing, but I really want to go to what I'm talking about, Iwa, character. And my first reference is going to be to our Yoruba, I'm going to our background now, the Yoruba cosmology, the Yoruba cosmogony, the Yoruba beliefs. And Iwa Pele is something that is known to us. We know what Iwa Pele is. And Iwa Pele is simply, and we can get it from the Ifa, Odu, Iwa Pele, Ogbe, Otura. Wọ́n ní òrìṣà ló ṣe lá nífẹ̀ẹ́rẹ́, ó ṣe rẹ ẹnu ẹ̀ dùdùdù, kọ́mọ aráyé ó lè máa rí fọ́n. Lórí bá fún Ọ̀rúnmìlà nígbà tí bàbá ń lọ regbéyàwó, ẹbọ ni wọ́n ní kó ṣe. Well, I'm trying to get into that mystery now. They are telling us about Iwa. Iwa is character. If you have character, you have everything. If you have character, you cannot be trusted. You shouldn't be given power at all. And what the Yorubas mean in character, and let me tell you the definition now. The definition in English is the mental and moral qualities distinctive to an individual. Mental and moral qualities that are distinctive to an individual. And that is what today I want us to focus on when we are going to elect our leaders. We must judge them mentally. We must judge them morally before we give them our votes. Mistakes have been made. So we have garbage in, garbage out. But we are now suffering with it. All of us are suffering from it. So this time around is a new slate. And I want to refer to our ancestors in Ifa, in Yoruba culture and tradition. It means character is connected strongly to our Ori, our inner subconscious head. Ori. So anything about character, Ori Okoni. It is not something that you can just shed. I've been going to be more. So I'm going to beg you. You see a lot of quotes today. That's the essence of why I'm here today with you. I'm going to use the Ifa, our tradition. I'm going to go to the Bible, and I'm going to go to the Quran to tell you what they talk about character. And that character, when we are going into the elections, campaigns, character should form part of the constitution for those we are going to choose as our leaders. Enough of this garbage in, garbage out. In Ifa tradition, Iwapele means good character that guides one in his lifetime. The Yoruba culture teaches people and strongly believes that it's good character that guides one to success in life. Most I just told you what the Yoruba tradition and culture actually talks about character. It guides you, it makes you, it gives you success, and it gives you failure. So if you are Pele, that is the good character, will determine how far we want to go in life. So you're putting in people of bad character is not in our interest. Maybe that is why you guys are not coming out to vote, because you are not seeing those people with the characters that you want. But it has to change. So Orumila says that whoever has all the blessings in life and does not have Iwa, good character, all the blessings is another man's blessings. Ẹni tó bá ní gbogbo láyé tí ò ní wà asán ni. You can be this rich, you can be this looking, you can be this bad, but if you have no character, you are nothing. You are bad luck. Enough of this Kamani bad luck. I beg you, ladies and gentlemen, today, your Bible I've just told you now is very essential when you're making your choice. And Yoruba has some things that they look for when they're talking about character. The first one is Omoluabi. I'm sure we know what that means. Respectful, Omoluabi, want to say Yongon, that we can proud of. That's the first thing the Yoruba culture, tradition tells us to do. Ìwà ọmọlúàbí jáde ní kẹ́yìn kẹ́fí ṣe èèyàn lórí yín, òun yẹn ló máa tó lórí ṣe. The second one is akínkanjú, bravery. Ẹni tó lè dúró tì yín, tó kanjú yín, tó rò ó pa yín pẹ̀yìn lẹ́wọ̀n fòun síbẹ̀. Another one is ìṣòótọ́. Whoever you want to choose, that's what Yoruba is telling you. Must be a person that is loyal to you. You are the judge, not the other way around. You are killing yourself. You judge the person that's loyal to you, that's loyal to your faith, that's loyal to what you want in life, that's loyal to your prayers. Of course, auditor is essential. Truth. The last, surprisingly enough, the last here is Owo, money, wealth. In the Yoruba cosmogony, money is the last consideration. Unfortunately, nowadays, Atin Yipo, and we have ourselves to blame. Now, let me now go. I've just told you what the Yoruba man says about character. Let me now touch other sources that tells us more or give us more defining phrases, quotes about character. When wealth is lost, nothing is lost. When health is lost, something is lost. When character is lost, all is lost. Character is not something you buy. It is not a commodity that can be bartered for. It is not a quality suited for only the rich and the famous. Rather, character is built upon the foundational commitment of love, honesty, and compassion for others. This is a quote from Brown R. Paul Schiffer. It's simple. Just tell you that when you have a leader with character, he's going to love you and he will make sure that all you do, all he does, is for your own benefit, not for any personal ambition. Before the campaign starts, before they start bombarding you with all sorts of media bliss, etc., etc., you must please, this time around, be eager but patient, listen to them, and look at one that has the character and you can make use of. Listen, gentlemen, let's go on. Let's go on. Your character defines who you are and by the actions that you take. The same Paul Schiffer, the other one, Catherine. Your character defines who you are by the actions you take. Whatever you are there, ẹni tí ò ní wà tó ń kówó jẹ ọ̀nbìnrin ò lè wà lára ẹni. Ẹ̀gbọ́n ọkọ tí Yorùbá sọ níbẹ̀ yẹn, ọmọlúwàbí, loyalty, truth. Owó is the last thing. So whatever, if you get caught in this following, not turning, joining, we all suffer for it. Everybody's complaining about Nigeria. Everybody's complaining about Lagos State, flooding, thieves, insecurity, this, that. Yet you have to blame because you have not really gone out to look for a person with character. Yorùbá náà ni màá ló sọ, wọ́n ní orúkọ rere ó sàn ju wúrà àti fàdákà lọ. Only can explain it. So I'm not here to teach you this. I'm only here to bring it out to the open to you. Yorùbá náà ló sọ, wọ́n ní a kì í rí kárọ́ọ̀sì pé a ò rí mọ́. When you know somebody, you know who he is. Ẹ̀rọ kó lè ní, ẹ̀rọ kó lóòótọ́, ẹ̀rọ kó ní jìbìtì ni, ẹ̀rọ kó àmúgbó ni, ẹ̀rọ gbá, ẹ̀rọ àwo, ẹ̀rọ kó ní kankan lórí ẹ̀. And that the character is deficient. They will now want to sell it to you again that no, it's gold. I can recover anymore. We will see it. And we have been seeing it. And we come to see who you are. But for you, people voting, a lot is on you. You need to do something about this. It is, of course, ilé tí a fi tọ́mọ. Ilé tí a fi ìtọ́ mọ. You know, it cannot be the house your saliva. You need solid. So if you choose the wrong people, they will give you the bad thing. Bad, garbage in, garbage out. Let me tell you what John chapter 10, verse 10 says. A thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But I come so that my sheep will have life and so that they will have everything they need in life. Lord God has not given us all this rubbish that we are witnessing in life today. Our life, Ọlọ́run ti fi hàn yín pé o lè, wrong person, a person that has no character will come and kill you, will steal your money, will destroy you. But that's not what He has made it to do to happen to you. Lord wants you to have life and everything you need in life. Yet, by your own mistake, you decide to choose the wrong people. Do not say, I did not tell you. In the next 1 or 2 months, they're going to bombard you with lies. They're going to bombard you with a lot of propaganda. They're going to tell you abridged facts, what they did and what they did not do. You're going to hear it. And the big question is, are you ready for it? Now, this takes me to leadership. Leadership is a trait of character. A leader should have character. And let me tell you what Quran says. Quran chapter 21, verse 73 tells you, and we made them leaders, guiding our command, and we inspired them to good work, and to observe the prayer, and to give out charity. They were devoted servants to us. Ọlọ́run ní àwọn olùwọ́n sọ wọn leader. Òun dẹ̀ yàn wọ́n síbẹ̀ ni. Kan ṣiṣẹ́ tó máa ń ká lé wáyé kí ayé wa dá pé ẹrú wa ló jẹ́ òun ṣe ọ̀gá wa. That's what the Quran says about leadership. It tells you pé òun lòun yàn wọ́n, Ọlọ́run ló yàn wọ́n, ọ̀pọ̀ ní orí adé àyànmọ́ ni. Yes, God says He had chosen them as leaders for you. When tí Ọlọ́run ní òun yàn leader kan make ilé ayé better, ẹni tí ò bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ fún yín, that person is evil. God has, by this verse, God has rejected that person. I want you in your best of intentions. That's the least thing a Yoruba man does or anybody should do. Reject them. That's what the Quran tells you here. Again, I'm a bombarding but it's late for you to know what is right. I thank you. Again, the main concept of leadership in Islam is to lead to achieve organizational goals and complete to be the head of others and to seek measure of Allah and success therein. Ṣé kò ní kí n máa explain ògbólé pẹ̀lú àgbọ̀? Ọlọ́run in Islam, Ọlọ́run ní the concept of Islam, the concept of leadership in Islam is to achieve goals, organizational goals, societal goals, social development. That is why Ọlọ́run in Quran, the concept of leadership has chosen you to be a leader. If you have not done this, do you want to come back? You think you are morally justified to come and ask people for your votes, to vote for you? Are you sensible enough to go and vote for such a person that is doing something against what God has said? God made them leaders through you to perform, to develop your social, to put drugs in your hospitals, to make your roads, not to make your dream a goal, to improve your environment, not to steal your money, not to oppress you, and to actually a concern. The Prophet ﷺ stated in his hadith that all people are leaders responsible to the people they lead. The hadith says, every one of you is a guardian and answerable with that regard to his trust. They are all answerable to you. Please put that in your mind. If there is somebody that is not answerable to you, take the person out. It should not be your leader, and God has rejected it. Again, they will bombard you with lies. Oh. Last week, I did something about paradoxes, City of Lagos, excellence of paradox. They will bombard you. They tell you they made it, they did that. It's us that will suffer it, not them. Yeah. I like these gentlemen and ladies. Let us choose right. Leadership is not about being in charge. Leadership It's about taking care of those in your charge. Kò sí fáwọn kan ọlọ́run nípa. You are a leader because God says you should be in charge of the people. God has not put you there to be Oga. God has put you there as a leader to take care of the people that put you there. Tí o bá ṣe o di kọ̀yìn sọ́lọ́run, ó lè káwọn yẹn náà kọ̀yìn sí ẹni wàláì. See, I'm bringing out these technicalities. They will bombard you. Bombard you and lie to you. But luckily, we had chance to look at the situation in the last 22 years and make our judgments. We know politics in Nigeria today have been on since 1999. This is 2022. That's enough time for us to know who our leaders should be. So, what's new? I want you to take your decisions and, of course, make that right decision. It's your life. Okay? And let me just say this finally. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. This is a quote from John Maxwell. Again, a leader is the one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. And I'm on leader. Let them give us that manifesto. Gonna be that emotion lágbájá, emotion ṣàmọ̀dù, èmi wà kàn kí lẹ ṣe fáráàlú. I don't care how many successes you've made in human people. What has become of it? It's not about you. It's about us. Yes. Anybody buying must know the way, must go the way, and show us the way. Lagos is not in the best of today, and I'm not criticizing again. Nothing accuse me. I'm not. I'm just a very passionate Lagosian. I love this state. This is not the way we grew up in. Èkó can be better. Unless that person has bad character traits. Also, òyìnbó kájọpá àrímọ́ ìwà ni kò sí pamọ́. Ẹjẹ́ àwọn ẹ̀dá wọn again. You see, when you are looking at a leader, I want to highlight some of the traits that you want to look for. You must look for somebody with integrity, somebody that is honest, somebody that is loyal to you, somebody that will be responsible to you and will be responsible to himself, somebody who has compassion for you. Kò bí tí ẹ lọ ẹ lọ lọ́wọ́ ẹ lọ sọ hospital yẹn náà kò sí drug kò sí gbá ẹni tí ó bá ní compassion fún yín will make sure that all these things are available. How many of us can fly abroad for medical treatment? But our hospitals cannot take care of you. That's sad. Most doctors in hospitals abroad are Nigerians. So it doesn't mean that we are not in human resources, we are not deficient. We are only deficient in our concept of leadership or the wrong choices that we are making. Your leader must be an authentic person. You must know that leader in and out. No shady. He must be fair, courageous, kind, optimism, reliable, self-discipline. Yes, self-discipline. In discipline, you it's not discipline. You must be conscientious, considered and thorough. I want to know this though. I just listed them out. Traits you look for when you determine to vote for character pursuant to your future and our society. I just listed them. Hello, torí ọ̀la, torí ẹ̀yìn ọ̀la ni. Ẹ jẹ́ aṣọ wọn gan bẹ́ẹ̀ máa ń ṣọ́ wọn. Kọ́ máa gbé wa ní nǹkan lọ. Yeah, we want to it. Yeah, we want. And we are going to now discuss again philosophical and religious quotes. I just want to get into the mood. I've told you what the Yoruba tradition says. I've told you some quotes about the Quran. I've said something about the Bible. And let's go on and look for more. Mi mọ àwọn tó mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀sìn Mùsùlùmí. Àwọn ọmọ ọdún pè ní àmànà. And simply put, is the principle of trust. When a leader is entrusted to lead a group and is accountable to both the group member and the God. In Islam, we are talking about integrity, we're talking about trust, and we're talking about truth. The principle of Amana tells you that your leader should know that is entrusted to lead you, as accountable to you, as members of the society, and the God who made him the leader. Ẹni tó bá ṣe yìí is evil. Ẹ jẹ́ ká rò dáadáa ká tó yàn. He does not deserve our trust anymore. Because he's not a truthful person. I know somebody who has integrity. He's just there to mess us up. I got to commit mistakes here again, both in Nigeria and in Lagos State. Again, I am not targeting anybody. Yeah, I'm a passionate Lagosian, and I'm not the only one. I'm spending my time, my everything, to propagate a better Lagos. I'm not meant, by design, commission, or otherwise, I'm not meant to keep quiet when things are not right. And we have an opportunity now in the state to correct things. A bad actor will remain a bad actor, Amali. Irrespective of your party, Yaedito, it can't just continue like that. We must look for the best quality. Not people who don't have regard for us. No. Let me make reference to you again. Is to go to Matthew chapter 5, verse 37. Let what you say be simply yes or no. Anything apart from more than this comes from evil. Let what you say simply be yes or no. Tó bá purọ́ fún wa, tó bá lò ọ̀dẹ̀ fún wa. Matthew chapter 5 verse 37 says, you are an evil person. If you're a politician and you think nǹkan tó lè fi gbàgbọ́ wa ni kó parọ́ fún wa, Ọlọ́run ní you are evil. You are an evil person. You should not be in a committee of human beings. I'm not saying this, that's what's said in Matthew chapter 5, verse 37. And of course, let's go to Proverbs 12, verse 22. It says, lying lips, Eleni Okuro, are an abomination to the Lord. But those who act faithfully Those who act faithfully are his delight. Èmi kọ́ mo sọ, Ọlọ́run ló sọ. And of course, 1 Peter 3:12 says, "For the eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are open to their prayers." For the eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are open to their prayers. But the face of the Lord is against the evil. Ọlọ́run ti sọ ipò òun wà ní láti gbọ́ gbogbo àdúrà wa. Òun dẹ̀ máa fìyà jẹ ẹni tí ó bá ṣe nǹkan tí ò dáa. Èmi kọ́ mo sọ ọ́. 1 Peter chapter 3:12. Corinthians chapter 8:21. For with him was honorable, not only in the sight of the Lord, but also in the sight of man. Nǹkan tó dáa ni ká máa ṣe, kò jẹ́ ká máa lọ pọ̀lọpọ̀ lọ́hùn pé máa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ kájẹ́ máa ṣe bí Ọlọ́run kọ́ ìsìn. God is against oppression. Yes. Don't say because you have power you want to marginalize our people. It is not right. It's ungodly. It is ungodly. And God has found that it. So, oppression, Psalm 74, verse 21 says, "Do not let the oppressed be treated in disgrace. May the poor and needy praise in your name." Ọlọ́run David ti wá o. Lágbára Olúwa mi àwíṣẹ́ bá wíwẹ̀ jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Ẹ ṣeun. Impunity is also something that God frowns about. Beware, or we are aware. Corruption happens only when there is impunity. That's the reason why corruption is widespread at all levels. I want to stop for now before I take your time. I thank you for listening to me, and God bless you. Amen.